Good afternoon and welcome back to Living on a UK State Pension. My name's Tanya, I'm 68 years old, and for the next 7 weeks I'm going to be living on my UK State Pension and saving my civil service pension to put back some much needed money into my savings because I overspent on my renovation and the furniture that I bought. I'm just putting some cream. I've dragged out all the little Christmas presents. I'm gradually using them up. My hands are so dry where I've been in the garden and cleaning, and everything's just, yes, shall we say, it's just got on top of me a little bit. I come on to apologise about the randomness of my posting at the moment. I can't help it. Life is getting in the way. It really is. I've got so much on and I'm desperately trying to slow things down a little bit. I'm a little bit stressed about it, but I'm sleeping okay, which is the main thing. Sleep is so important. And yeah, I'm just hoping everything slows down soon. I shall be glad when I do get to go away, which isn't long now, but because everything at home stays at home then, doesn't it? You know, I can't think about anything else. I just think about me while I'm away. And sometimes that's why a holiday does do you good, because, you know, you're away from things, reminders of things. I had to do my home insurance the other day. It's not due till the end of the month, but I wanted it out the way. What a palaver. What a palaver it was. I got a good price, so I can't complain about that, and I got exceptional cover. But, oh boy, would the payment go through? Would it not? So I had to keep ringing Nationwide saying, why isn't payment going through? They couldn't work out what the problem was. So I then phoned the insurance company and they thought it was because I was using a third party. I was using, I believe, Go Compare, and it hadn't logged me on properly. So that's what the problem was. So I must remember that next time. It allowed me to go through everything. So that took forever and was stressful, but it's done now. Then in 2 weeks' time, I've got to do my car insurance, but I've already sorted that. I've already done all the comparisons. So I've just got to check on the day that I want to pay for it that the one that I'm interested in is still available. Also got to get hold of my company. They have written to me today, so, and do a comparison and then get hold of them and say it's not good enough. I can get it cheaper, but we'll see. We'll see what I can do. And I think this is what's been playing on my mind in the background. This is my busiest month with my car insurance, car tax, MOT, home insurance, and going away as well. Birthdays, my birthday, my daughter's birthday. So yes, it's busy time at the moment. So I did make a mistake when I filmed some shopping on my total, but I've rectified that now. And I have been in the garden and picked as much as I can of everything that is left. I now have a total of what I've got out of my garden in the way of sugar snap peas, aubergines, raspberries, lettuce, runner beans, tomatoes, more tomatoes, beetroot, let me see, oh, courgettes. Yep. And the total, I mean, and I've been quite generous with the prices. I mean, I've put 3 peppers down there. Yes, they're smaller than the shop ones, so I've only put £1, 33p each. So £64.87 there. £64.87 worth of stuff I've had out my garden. That's without the peppers I've got left and without the beetroot I've got left in the garden. Although I have to say it's a bit on the small side at the moment. I'm hoping it continues to grow, because I was assured by a famous gardener that you could sow in September and harvest the beginning of November. So let's see what happens, whether we do get it. So I'm really pleased with that. So the £64 has paid for all my compost that I bought. What else has it paid for? I bought some pots, which I won't need to buy again, and I bought some bamboo canes, which I won't need to buy again. They're stored in the shed ready for next year, and yeah, it's definitely worth growing what you can in a small space. You don't need to give over half your garden to it. A small space. Oh, potatoes. I haven't even written the potatoes down on here. Not at all. Haven't written any potatoes down. Well, I had 3 lots of potatoes, didn't I? So it's got to be at least another £1.50's worth of stuff. So yeah, I was just jotting down as and when I thought about stuff when I brought it in. So, but kilos and kilos of tomatoes for sure. So I'm really, really pleased with that. And I will be growing more beetroot next year instead of as many tomatoes. I'll be giving over more space to beetroot for sure. And maybe some other things. I've got to go down to the seed shop and maybe get something that I can put in now. They're saying spinach for very early spring, and put a little plastic tub over the top of it to give it some protection. So I may do that so that I've got some spinach early spring and something else, but I'll let you know what I'm planting up anyway. So next, this was just a brief introduction. To follow this is some chicken balls, and they're trending a little bit on Instagram at the moment as a midweek roast that you can do quite simply, and they freeze beautifully. They're relatively easy to make and they're really, really tasty. So I made enough, I think 2.5 meals. So I had 2 lots as a roast and 1 lot for lunch with some salad and a boiled egg. So yeah, that's really enjoyed it. So that's to follow. And again, I'm sorry about the randomness of my postings at the moment. Please just bear with me. I hope that once I've got my MOT and everything done, Bertie goes back, I'll have a little bit more time where I'm not chasing my own tail. Sorry about the in and out of the light as well. We've had beautiful sunshine. It's just gone in. One very hot dog, he has been sunbathing. He's listening. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hi, I'm just making these chicken stuffing balls. They're a little bit more than that. People have been making them on the internet and they look lovely as a cheap roast dinner. So they have bought chicken mince. I haven't got chicken mince or turkey mince, and this is a breast, so it's probably about 200 grams. I've got one sausage that I've removed the skin from. All I did was slit it open, as you can see, and peeled the skin off it. And the reason I'm adding sausage is to add a little bit of fat to it, just a tad of fat, because otherwise it can be very, very dry. And this is going to make my NutriBullet work hard, because I have had this NutriBullet since about, oh goodness, 2013? No, before that, 2008, I think. So it doesn't only... There we are. See how mashed up that is? Oh. The only thing, look, it's good for getting the sinew. Now this is some stuffing I made up this morning before I went to Aquasize. I put 1/3 of a stock cube, hot water in with it, and it's 1/3 of this packet of stuffing, and this, I think this was 35p. So 1/3 of a packet of stuffing, because I'm only making enough for a couple of days, because this will be too much. I'll be living on it. Mind you, I can have it with salad lunch times. Now I've got a tiny piece of onion and a tiny piece of celery, and that's because I'm doing my usual adding fibre. As much fibre as I possibly can to every meal that I'm having at the moment. And of course, not only am I adding fibre, I'm bulking the meal out. Where did that bit of carrot come from? Where did you come from? And therefore making the meat go a bit further. So let's tip the meat in. Mix it through. You want the stuffing so it's a little bit soft. If it's too dry, you won't get it evenly spread. But I have to say, I'll buy a more expensive stuffing next time, and that's because it will be a bit better flavoured. Although I can smell the sage and onion in this, I've had better, shall we just say. You can see how it makes quite a lot, and that's just one chicken breast, one sausage, and a bit of stuffing. Right, keep mixing. See any sinew? Take that out. Now I need to oil my hands so I can roll it into balls. And I oil my worktop as well. Squirt it. Right. Oily hands, roll them into balls. That way you're giving them a little coating of oil at the same time. Try and keep them uniform in size. Around. big, that one. Put some more oil. Clean that bottle when I finished. Two, 4, 6, 7. What's a bit big? Maybe I need to make them a bit bigger. I should have weighed them really. Be a lot easier, and then you know they're going to cook evenly, don't you? All right, last one. What's that? So I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, that's good. Easily do maybe 2 dinners, 3 each dinner, and a lunch for me. I will put tiniest bit of oil on my greaseproof paper that's already in the bottom of my air fryer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we are. I'm going to put them in the air fryer, 180 for the 15 minutes, and check halfway through. I've just turned them over and there's 8 minutes to go on the air fryer. So I'll leave it the 8 minutes. I may turn it up the last minute to 205, but they're sealing up nicely and doing well. There we are, the 15 minutes at 180, actually 14 minutes at 180 and 1 minute at 205, and they're perfect. I won't cut them to check. I'm leaving them because I'm going to put them in hot gravy anyway to make sure they stay nice and moist and supple. There's a squeeze to them. Actually, that one's perfect, all cooked through. So they'll go in a nice hot gravy, and I'm going to have them with potatoes, cauliflower, broccoli, green beans, and a few carrots. And yeah, a few skin on potatoes with them, and some gravy for tea tonight. It's a miserable day, so it's going to go down really well. And I'll try, I mean, these are worked out exceptionally cheap because the sausages I got, 2 packs of sausages, Richmond sausages, for, what was it, 50p a while back. And the breasts have worked out at about 70p each, if that, if I'm honest, if that. Because I've been getting the bargains. I've been very, very lucky. So this is 2.5 meals, 2 main meals and a lunch with salad, maybe an egg on the side or whatever. But great value, good budget meal and very, very tasty.